Hi, this is Kim from Made by Mommy, and today we're gonna make this really cute penguin charm on the Alpha Loom. So, we start at the penguin's feet and we're gonna work our way up to the tippy top of his head. And starting with the feet, I like to use orange. You could also use yellow. You're going to, from the second peg in, give that a twist and stretch it across. And a second one right next to it. We want to make sure he has wide little feet. And we're going to repeat that on the other side. So that is the start of your penguin's little feet. And in this case, since we have only 2 bands, I want you to try your hardest to take a single matching Alpha Loom band and wrap it around those 2 pegs twice. That helps give the feet a really great shape. And repeat it for the other foot. Twist and fold it over those pegs using all your fingers at once. If you get it to a point like this and are having trouble getting it over, feel free to use your hook to help get it around the second time. And now they're on. And we're going to take orange bands for the top of the feet. These don't have to be twisted. These don't have to be doubled. They just go straight across. Like that. And now you're going to take your doubled over connector bands. You'll probably want to use your hook because they're on pretty tight. Bring those over to the center. Then use your comb to catch the bands. Bring them up and over on both sides. Push those little penguin feet down. We're now going to work on constructing the bottom of his body, and we're going to begin his little wings. Put it on the outside peg and do the same on the opposite side to the very tip of his wing. And then put one straight across on those 2 outside pegs. And then we need to put a connector band across these 5 pegs to hold this little penguin body together. So we take another rubber band, we stretch it across 3 pegs this time. And this time, because we want to try not to break our rubber band, we use our hook, which is a little bit gentler than my hands, and stretch it across the 5 pegs. Then take 5 of those black bands, one at a time, straight across. Now we'll bring the connector up and over. Catch all of those bands and bring them up and over. And now you'll see again, we're putting a black band in each of the positions, but we only need to connect the center 5 for the body. So place that connector band across these 5 pegs, but then place an individual black band across all 7 pairs of pegs. Now, I'm making a pretty traditional penguin right now with this black, white, and orange, but the truth is that you could make your penguin any color you want. I look forward to seeing pictures of your purple penguins and your pink penguins, whatever is in your imagination. And you can even use the old rainbow loom bands that are sitting around your house. Just make sure you double them over if you're gonna do this pattern. So bring your connector up and over those center 5, and then hook all 7 and bring them up. I'm missing the middle one. I'm gonna come back for it. So I'm doing 6 at once, but I missed this middle one right here. So now I'm catching that one and getting it and pushing down. So we've now done up to here. We're ready to start adding in his white belly. We're going to continue to use a connector band across just 5 pegs. because we're still where the wings hang off. So one black there for the wing, another black band for the side of the body, and then 3 white for your little penguin belly, and then switching again to black for the other side of the body and black for the wing. Bring your connector band over and catch your 7, bring them over and push down. Okay, so now we are ready to start working across the whole width of the body. So we're going to use our connector band straight across all of the rows, and it's going to be 2 black and then 3 white and 2 black. Like that. And then connector up and over all 7. And then moving right along, all 7 at once. And the very next row is going to include his beak. I missed one again, right there. You see that? Just catch it and bring it over. And push it down to meet its friends. Another connector band across all these rows. And we're going to be doing the beak in the middle. A single black on the edge, then 2 white. These alpha bands stick together sometimes. You gotta make sure you separate them. So that's my 2 white. And now for the beak, something different. So the beak we want to have stick out a bunch because that is just so much more fun than if it was a flat beak. So to make this beak, what you're going to do is you're going to take your hook, you're going to put 2 bands on it, you're going to give them a little twist, and then put it back on so that it's doubled over on your hook. Then you're going to take a single orange band, hold it tight, and pull those doubled over bands to the center. And then you're going to treat that as though it was just another rubber band in the pattern, stretching it across the 2 pegs, even though it has that whole jumble of bands in the center that will eventually stick out to make this really cute beak. And now we're ready for the 2 more white and 1 black on the side. Bring your connector round and over, and then catch all 7. They go up and over like that. Give it a push down, and we're ready to do the row that has the penguin's eyes. Now the eyes are not as complicated as the beak because they're not 3-dimensional. It's just about placement of colors. So for this row, we're going to alternate black and white in each position. So black for the outside of his body, and then white for his face, and then black for the eye. White in the middle so that he can have 2 eyes. It would look kind of strange if it was just one giant eye. Then put another black one on, another white, and 1 more black. And now his eyes are in place. So bring your 7 bands up and over. And again. And push down. And we're going to complete his forehead. Again, a single band stretched all the way across. And in this case, the black just goes on the outside 2 pegs, and white in the 5 positions in the middle. And this is the last row that's 7 across. It's going to start getting smaller after this one. Just like that. And now we're moving, and I look at it now and I say, you know what, I was wrong. There's one more row of 7. This one gets to have 2 black, then 3 white, then 2 black. Shrink to 5 positions. So we're going to take the outermost bands and bring them in a single peg on each of the 4 corners. Give that a push down. And now you're going to connect just these 5 positions, taking a regular loom band and stretching it across for the top of the head. And now I'm putting my 5 bands on straight across. Bring that connector band up and over. Catch your 5 bands. Bring them around. Push it down. And now we're going to move from 5 positions to 3 for the very top of the head. So use your hook on all 4 corners to move in those bands. Okay, and now, since it's just 3 positions, we are going to believe in the power of the alpha loom band. Hold this all together. And then single band across the 3 positions. Bring our connector band up and over. Catch your 3 bands. Bring them up. Both sides. Push it down. And now we're going to move into 1 position. So take your 4 corners again and bring them into the center. And after this, you just have 1 rubber band to go. Push that down. Take a peek at your little penguin sneaking out underneath. We're gonna put 1 more single black band across the middle peg and use our regular hook to bring all 3 of those bands up and over. So now you have just 1 rubber band. Bring both of those onto your hook. And we're going to create a slip knot connecting this rubber band through the center of this one. There we go. Pull that tight to be secure. So you're going to take your little beak and give it a little tug so that it sticks out. And then your penguin is all done and it's so cute. Thank you so much for watching. I really look forward to looming with you again soon. And if you have any suggestions for other designs that I can make, write them in the comments below. I look forward to hearing from you. Bye-bye.